What's up, you guys? It's been a long time since I've been on this channel, and I kind of feel bad. It's just school. Don't even get me started on school. This last quarter, I had this huge project, and it was terrible, and I had a mental breakdown, and I wanted to cry and eat food. I mean, it's that. Anyways, in March, I had the best experience of my life so far, and oh, it was so amazing. I got to meet Shane, the Shane Dawson. I don't even know where to begin. It was amazing. Before I start, you should get his book, I Hate My Selfie, and it's really good. I cried, I laughed, but I'm a baby, so of course I cried. It's only $9.99 on Amazon, I think, but in stores it was $16, and I made sure to tell him that, but I'll get to that later. Yeah, it's a really good book. There are a lot of chapters. I'm not gonna count them or read them all because I'm too lazy. But it's his life and like how he got to where he is, and it just made me so proud. Yeah, so get it now. Okay, so where do I begin? It was his first book signing. It was March 10th, 2015. It was a mildly warm day in California. I was in the car with my friend Julia and my mom. She wasn't too thrilled about it. She really didn't want to be driving to LA on a Tuesday. We drove down there. It's a pretty smooth drive, no traffic, nothing. We get to the Barnes & Noble, and I'm freaking out. A whole bunch of people around me, cooler hair than I had. I got my book, walk outside, there's a huge line. I was there like an hour and a half before it actually started. There were a lot of people there. My mom was waiting in line with us, and my friend Julia. And Emily and I were talking a lot, and my mom was not having it. I could tell she didn't want to be there, but she was doing it for me, which I appreciate a lot. I think she was bored. We're waiting. So the line finally starts to go inside. And Emily, Julia, and I are freaking the frick out. Like almost a panic attack, freaking, you're freaking out. We're like, holy balls. We're gonna meet him. We're gonna meet Shane. I was already getting emotional and like freaking out. Just, oh, I forgot to mention. When I was walking in to go to the bathroom, and I walk in the door, and Shane's mom, Teresa, Kate, and Pam were already there, and I was shaking. I was shaking. It's pretty intense. And his mom was so sweet in person. Oh my gosh. Like, just, I mean, amazing. I said hi to Kate, and I was too scared to go give her a hug. So I'm like, hi. Hi, Kate. And, she's like, hi, it's nice to meet you. And she was like, it looked like she was like gonna come give me a hug. And I was just standing there because I couldn't move because I was freaking out. I've never met a famous person before. Yeah, Kate's a YouTuber, but just, I was just standing there and she walked away. And I'm like, I should have given her a hug. Waiting on like the second story level because they're letting letter groups in one at a time. I think we were either J or I can't remember. And we were waiting there, and up walks Drew, and everyone was screaming. We're like, Drew, oh my god. My mom's all, who's that guy? That's his friend Drew. And she was like, okay. Oh, my mom. Right. Emily and I are like, Drew! We're too scared to yell. We're such nerds. We were yelling, Drew! And he turned around and he waved at us, and we're like, oh my god! Like fangirls. I'm not very good at explaining this. I'm sorry. Please don't click away. I need to add money though. finally we make our way up the escalator to where Shane is, and there's a huge line like winding between bookcases and whatever. So we get in line, and everyone's like trying to see over the bookcases, and then I finally see his hair, and I'm like, hey, he's real. I see his head, and I'm like, oh my god, he's real. We keep getting closer and closer. There's a group of girls that look like they're 12 or 13 behind us, and they're all freaking out, like trying to decide what pose to do, and it got weird. 13-year-olds. Their poses that 13-year-olds shouldn't be doing. And one girl's like, oh my gosh, his fluff! His fluff! Oh my gosh, it's so fluffy! And I'm like, his hair? I didn't say that to her. She was referring to his hair as fluff, which, I mean, it's fluff. It's beautiful. But I wouldn't call it fluff. I'm like sneaking pictures because we're not allowed to have our phones out. It takes too much time. That was annoying. They were very strict about putting your phones away and whatnot, and I'm just like, guys, really, security guards, really? We're about 5 people behind Shane. Does that make sense? Like, 5 people until we go. And we're freaking out. And all of his family was there. I saw Lisa, of course. Lisa, his mom, Jared, his wife, Pam, Drew, Kate, his cousin Alicia, who had amazing blue hair. I was jealous. There were a couple other people there that I didn't recognize. I don't think been in videos or anything. Yeah, he had a ton of his friends there, which was pretty cool. Emily goes first. I make her go first. And, wait, no. I think I went first. I walk up to him and I'm like, oh my gosh, I love you. And he gave me a hug, and he's like, oh, I love you too. That started all. That's when I was like, oh my gosh, I can't even describe it. And we pose for the picture. I take this really horrendous picture. As you can see, I'm about to start crying. See that face? Yeah. And that's the picture. That's the first picture. While we're taking it, I'm like, I'm so proud of you. I didn't hear his response. And I gave him another hug. And I was starting to walk away, and then I'm like, I gave him one more hug, and I'm like, I'm so sorry. But I put my nose into his neck, and he smells so good. That's not weird. He smells so good. He's like, thank you so much for coming, and I'm like, and I said something, and he smiled at me like, you know that smile he does. He's like, it's kind of like that. It's like that smile. But he smiled at me like that, and I said thank you or something, and I walked away, and they cut off my wristband, and the funny thing is, there was a security guard or someone, and she was holding a box of tissues, and every girl that walked by, she's like, do you need one? It was really funny. Of course I said no, because I'm like, I'm not gonna cry. And I walk past, and I start sobbing. Like, I was trying not to cry so hard, and then it all just came out, and I was sobbing. I'm like, oh my gosh, he loves me. He knows I exist. Oh, I think it helped my mom realize how much he really means to me. And I just start crying, and we walk away. My friend Emily, she later told me that she went to the bathroom and almost had a panic attack because she couldn't talk to him, and I felt really bad. After that, we went to the Cheesecake Factory, because I'm like, hey, we should go there, because maybe he's gonna go eat there, and we can see him again. So we're eating, and then I get a notification tweet saying that he's still at Barnes & Noble and that he's still wanting to meet people. And I'm like, I need to redo. I need to go do this again. Me and my friend Julia walk over. My mom stays so she can pay for the food or whatever. We don't dine and ditch. We're classy. We walk back over and go upstairs, and there's like, they let us up. We didn't even know the wristband. We're waiting in line, and it's almost my turn to go again. And I see Lisa, and I'm like, Lisa, can we get a selfie? And she gets up, she looks down, and she's like, oh, we're not supposed to have our phones out, but hold it up, and I'll casually walk by. So I hold my phone up like this, and I'm smiling, and she walks by, and she like poses, you know, that little pose she does, ding, and I take the picture. Here, this is what it looks like. Yeah, it's blurry. Yeah, her face is blurry, but she was walking. But I think it's cute. I give her a hug, and I said, oh, I love you so much. And she's like, oh, thank you so much for coming. And she asked my name, and I'm like, oh, my name's Paige. And she's like, thank you so much for coming. And she went and sat down, and I'm like, this is why I love you. She's so pretty in person too. She's like tiny but adorable. She's adorable. I get up to Shane again, and I walk up, and I'm like, shh, I'm here again, and he laughs. I make him laugh. We take a picture. I mean, it's kind of better. I still look terrible. I give him a hug, and I'm like, I hold up the book, and I'm like, girl, this was not $9. And he looks at me and he's like, it wasn't? And I'm like, no, it was 16. You said it was 9. And he laughed, and no. He's like, oh yeah, that's just a line. And I'm like, I throw my hands in the air, and he laughs because I was being over dramatic. I'm like, whoa. I give him another hug, and he said, thank you so much for coming. And I'm like, thank you, bye, or something like that. And I walk away, and I smile, and I was happy. And I walked by Drew, and I couldn't get a picture because we had to go. But I'm like, hi, Drew! And he waved at me and said hi. It was so awesome. I hope I can meet him again. It was honestly the best experience in my whole life. I've been watching him for a while, and he's made such a positive impact in my life, and I can't thank him enough for that. I'm proud to call myself one of his fans, because he's honestly he's the sweetest, most caring, lovable person I've ever met. That was my experience meeting Shane. I hope you guys like this video. I hope I'm not bragging, because that's not what I wanted to do at all. I wanted to just share what happened, my story. If you guys could leave a comment down there saying if you've met him or if you haven't. And I like comments. I like making friends. Shane, if you ever see this, thank you so much for the best day of my life. And I'm proud of you. I'm proud of this book. It's really good, and everyone should go buy it.